Hello and welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. After decades of Alzheimer's research, experts are inching closer to effective treatments and understanding more about preventing the disease. One organization has been pushing forward towards a cure for the past 20 years. It's called the Fisher Center for Alzheimer's Research Foundation, and I'm proud to be a member of its board. Joining me now is Dr. Marc Flajolet and Mary Rubin from the foundation to give us a clearer picture of where we are, where we're going in Alzheimer's research. Welcome. A lot of people, when they see foundations, are always concerned about the mechanics of how their dollars are being used towards research. Tell us about how the Fisher Foundation works and why it's so effective.
We're very proud to have a lean organization. We spend more than 85% of our money, contributions, on our mission. So we're a lean, mean organization, so to speak. The majority of our mission is in research at the lab, Fisher Center Lab. But we also have education as a mission, patient caregivers, assistance to them as a mission. And we also have a mission that deals with treating Alzheimer's patients.
They spend less money on research, isn't that correct?
Yes, it is, because one of their large expenditures goes for something called fundraising, which is not part of your mission.
Right.
You have to raise funds to have money to pay for your mission.
Yes.
But fundraising doesn't qualify as accomplishing your mission. We do not spend a tremendous amount on fundraising. We don't have mass mailings. We don't have advertising. We're totally privately funded, and we go begging for money wherever we can find it, from donors, sponsors, the public, and that's how we do it, and that's how we get to spend so much on research and other parts of our mission.
Marc, let me get to you, because you're one of the scientists and you work with Dr. Paul Greengard. You know, Dr. Paul Greengard, the great Nobel laureate who runs the labs. Where are we in the research in Alzheimer's today?
I think we are making great progress. I think I'm very optimistic. I feel like we went from the dark ages of the research to the renaissance of Alzheimer's disease, and this is thanks to the foundation, and we have a lot of breakthroughs that are coming through right now and over the years. And I would like just to remind the public that the foundation and also Dr. Greengard have two main priorities. One which is understand the disease, and another one which is use this knowledge to transform it as a cure, and this is actually the most important one. And for example, we have made great breakthrough over the years on both of those aspects. We have discovered new genes, new pathways. Recently, Wave 1 has been advertised quite well also for the public in the press.
Two things about Alzheimer's that we don't know: why it happens or how it happens, and how to cure it. Breakthroughs that have come out of your lab of why it happens. What can you tell me about that?
So breakthroughs are indicating that there are several small molecules or genes that are actually important in the generation of a small toxic so-called A-beta peptide that is generating amyloid plaques. Right? And then now we understand better how this is happening at a very, very early stage, and we are hoping with the small molecules that we are designing as drugs with our medicinal chemists to actually block this step, so with the hope of reducing the burden of the plaques. So that would be one way to go.
So if I'm listening, as millions of people are going to be watching this segment, I have a loved one that has Alzheimer's. Do we foresee a cure for that individual anytime soon?
Anytime soon, that's the main interrogation point that it's really hard to judge when it's going to happen. For sure, we have better treatments that are coming. They are not necessarily yet curing the disease, but they're really helping with many types of symptoms. The cure, it will be down the road. At this point, it's really just hard to tell if it's going to take another 5 or 7 years.
Right. But definitely the research is leading now to creating medications that will slow dramatically the progression of Alzheimer's.
Exactly. We want, if not the cure yet, we want to get as close as possible by reducing the time.
Right. And that's coming out of Fisher
Exactly. This is really, really something that is amazing that we can do thanks to the Fisher Center Foundation.
Right. Are we going to be sitting here 20 years from now? And how are we going to be sitting here 20 years from now?
So I'm pretty sure we're not going to be sitting 20 years. There is a lot of things going on. We have a much better way today to design clinical trials, which I think is one of the reasons why they failed so much over the last 10 years, because there is a lot of things we didn't know about the disease. We didn't know that we should consider patients much earlier in the disease. There is a lot of things we know now that I think will make things much more efficient. There is also a lot of new treatments coming from different angles. For the last 10 years, I feel like everybody was trying to do the same thing. And thanks to some of the work that is done on the foundations, because we have this freedom to work sort of independently and be free to research in any directions we want. So we are really, I think, increasing the creativity of the science and coming up with those small molecules that would have not been possible just 5 years ago.
All right. And Murray, 20 years from now?
Oh, I hope we're not
going to be bigger.
We're not going to be sitting here talking about Alzheimer's.
Well,
it will be in our memory.
I don't think we're going to be sitting talking about Alzheimer's, but I'll tell you, and I'll finish with this. Through the great work that the foundation is doing and the scientists are doing, not only are you tackling Alzheimer's, but the potential is that you're discovering pathways in the brain. And there's so many neurodegenerative diseases that, yes, we may not be talking about Alzheimer's because these guys are going to find a way to eradicate it and to treat it, but certainly it's going to lead to more research and more foundation growth and more donations, which is what we need, at the end of the day, for everybody to pitch in.
We'll be there fulfilling whatever the mission is, the new mission that needs to be fulfilled.
All right, well, thank you
and
both.
And if I can hide just a little thing, so, we know very well the expression time is money. I think in research it's true as well, but it's rather the other way around. Yeah. Money is time. The more money we have, the more time we can save. And in this case, when we are racing against time for this disease, I think obviously the more money we have, the more we can do.
All right. Well, thank you so much. A great honor to have you both here today. And if you have any health questions, send them here at Fox at drmanny@foxnews.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.